Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us today for our ICC Bootcamp webinar, March 26, 2015. Another month is flying by with great progress. We'll be underway in just a couple of minutes. We're sitting here in the wonderful warm climate of the Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo. We have a partly cloudy sky, but it's blue as blue can be. I feel for you folks in the northern part of the United States and Canada and Europe. It's still pretty chilly, but that's going to change soon. We're ending our first quarter, and it's getting to be really exciting. And we've got some really good updates and some great news to share with you today. So 1 minute, we'll be underway. And thank you for joining us today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Financial Hope website. We're going to start today with some updates and some modifications that we've made on the website. So I want you to be fully cognizant that good things are happening. We are going to have an appointment later on this afternoon with a very large company called Endless One Global. And I'm very excited to be meeting with the founder and president, Pierre. And he has a platform that interfaces with banks, interfaces with credit cards, and interfaces with digital currencies. And it's our goal to create a relationship with which we'll start with the My Fuel Club and interface the e-wallet system that he has with that, and so we can rebuild our efforts in My Fuel Club and move forward. So it's really looking exciting. He's had a week to look at our website and review some of the things that we want to have done. So hopefully with this number one technician, we'll be discussing what the needs are and what the costs are. So put some prayers out for a successful session and reasonable price and willingness to work with us. And so that's really something I've been working on for quite a while, and it's finally coming together today. So with that in mind, whether they do come on board or not, I have a couple of other companies, but they are our first choice. Would like to be working with them, but if not, we'll find another one. I've reordered the left-hand toolbar. We have our 2015 news. I've taken out the 2014. No needs to be there. And I've moved our webinar invites and our recorded ones up to the top, and so that you can focus new members and bring them to this area. We have quite a few new members that have joined with us in this last 2 months. At least 16 new people have joined with us. And so I want to make it as easy as possible for them to find everything that they need. We've also updated changed the link to Attorney and Bank Docs. This Attorney and Bank Docs is where you'll go find the most recent Dear Banker letter. And then also we have a UK Attorney Overview letter. This is a letter that I would say supersedes everything we've done up to this point, although you can certainly cut and paste and do what you like. But this is the latest one that I've sent out to 2 Canadian attorneys and a UK attorney, and I'll be using this formula from this point forward. We also have a couple of draft pro forma invoices created, one for Canada and one for the United Kingdom and Europe. And so you can take a look at those, and you can fashion pro forma invoices for your own use under those stylings that are there. So that's new. Still left the where to focus for profit. That's still high priority. And as we go down, we'll see the MFC ICC consultant member promotion. And this is now on 3 websites. And this is something we're going to spend some serious time on today, because we have to move forward and bring excited new people on board. And this is a way to reward them handsomely. And we'll be using the My Fuel Club back office to track this growth, because I will personally be paying you for your sponsorship efforts and them for their sponsorship efforts in BVK and in Zcash. And with the advent of this new platform, e-wallet platform, we will hopefully, before the end of the year, be able to have an internal system whereby you can do something similar to the low-cost, high-profit product exchange, because we can never exchange digital currencies directly. That's now requiring licensing already in California and in New York State, and we don't want to run afoul of any regulatory issues. So we will continue to work always through commerce, and it's always the buying and selling of products and services. So I have some products that we'll be bringing forward that will be available through My Fuel Club that will be automotive related. And that's how we'll be able to get the exchange for Zcash and BVK in small amounts through to USD. So again, things are moving. It's really exciting to see these things starting to come together. So we'll go over that in a moment. I want to move now to the latest document, and everybody that's already received a Regino or Lastrada promissory note. No, we haven't issued any Lastrada promissory notes yet. Going to be starting tomorrow. That's right. Okay, so we'll go to the Regino LLC document. This can be found in the updates, chipscorner.com updates. And if you don't know where the updates are, that is, click here for recent updates and revisions. So you click there. You go to Regino letter regarding promissory notes. There'll only be this one, and it will cover Lastrada and Bo Ideals. And so we're going to spend some time, because every person who is going to receive any promissory notes now and in the future need to understand this is an explanation in detail, and this is the actual document that's been signed by the president of FIDUS and the legal counsel of Regino. So as you can see, March 24th, just signed. Here we are on the 26th. To whom it may concern. A Regino or any LLC promissory notes may be issued for the purpose of paying for the purchase of products, goods, and services sold to Regino by members of the Internet Catalog Club. Regino LLC does not charge any fee to issue a promissory note. If members of the club are charged fees by parties other than Regino in order to have their payment processed to acquire the products that they may offer to resell to Regino, said charges would be agreed to between the members and the party or parties processing their payment independently from the purchase transaction through which Regino may purchase said products from the members. Okay, so we have a distinct division of all of the companies that are involved in this protocol of moving through LHP, whether it's retail or wholesale. A Regino note will be collateralized by property in the form of the Internet Catalog account holding Zcash with value equal to or greater than the face amount of the note, and the note is collectible upon request by the lawful beneficiary by the transfer of ownership of a club account containing Zcash to the lawful beneficiary. So we obviously have a back office for this Internet Catalog Club account. It holds the Zcash, not unlike the ICC membership you have presently. And you'll go into your back office and you'll see Zcash and chips have been accumulating if you've done any work. If not, it'll probably be empty. But in this particular case, the lawful beneficiary can have the username and the ICC number and the password to gain entrance to that back office. Zcash that Rahino provides in an account used as collateral for a Rahino LLC promissory note is provided to Rahino by parties that are owners of Rahino. So if you go and review the House Partnership Agreement, you'll know that each of the 4 of the 5 partners have put in $250 million, totaling $1 billion in Zcash to set Rahino up. And that goes for La Strada and Boii deals as well. Zcash has a long history since 1996 being used as a means of exchange between members of the Internet Catalog Club for transactions internal to the club, which club is a business social network with international membership. Zcash, as per the definition provided by the USA Internal Revenue Service, may be considered to be virtual currency, but all of our promissory notes offers it to be held as with a specific club account and considers the account to be property, not virtual currency. Irrespective of whether or not, if classified as virtual currency, Zcash may be used to pay for goods or services or held for investment, as stated in the IRS Notice 2014-21, of which can be seen in chips-corner.com under Rahino. I'm sorry, under digital currencies. Thus, while offering immediate collection by the transfer of ownership of an account holding Zcash, collection of a Rahino promissory note is also available by the process described in the note that is based on financial trading of documentary funds that are collateralized by USD deposits with financial institutions as stipulated in the note. The type, nature, and origin of the documentary funds may be negotiated with Rahino LLC by the lawful beneficiary or by a financial institution to which the lawful beneficiary has presented a Rahino note for collection. For example, a financial institution may open an account for Rahino, and Rahino may deposit for its own benefit large value Rahino LLC promissory notes to be used as per law, rules, regulations, and policies of the financial institution to exchange for certificates of deposit issued by the institution. Now, last week, this has already happened. This is super exciting. The certificates of deposits issued by the financial institution must be structured so as to be acceptable and to be used as documentary funds in a brokerage account as the basis for financial trading. In the event a financial institution feels that it needs proof of value in addition to the Zcash held on account, which account collateralizes a note, Rahino may provide an international bill of exchange offered by another party to purchase the note. The International Bill of Exchange, IBO, would be immediately collectible and could be guaranteed by a private bank, Fides Gestion Financiera, with offices in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. When guaranteed by Fides, an IBO would be collateralized by USD value offered by Fides, which would be based on USD value held on deposit for the benefit of Fides in major world financial institutions. In the event that the financial institution chooses not to accept Rahino LLC promissory notes on deposit in exchange for certificates of deposit issued by the institution, the lawful beneficiary of a note being presented for collection may arrange with the institution for other parties to provide deposits for which certificates of deposit may be issued by the institution. Once certificates of deposit have been issued by an institution, these may be used as documentary funds and lodged with a brokerage account owned or used by the depositors, Rahino and/or other parties. These certificates of deposit could then be used as a basis for professional traders contracted by or through Rahino to undertake financial transactions involving financial instruments such as U.S. Treasuries. And that's where we're always going to start. Even though the profit is very tiny, the U.S. Treasuries are very well received. For example, if the promissory note being collected has a face value of 250,000 USD, if the certificates of deposit have a value of 250 million, and if profits per trade involving U.S. Treasuries yield only 0.01% profit, full funding for the collection of the note might be produced with 10 trades. Since it may be possible to trade up to 25 times per day, it could take as little as 1 day to provide funds to redeem the note. Now, let's pause here and talk about this. People still ask me, how long is this going to take? Well, the answer is as long as you want it to. Once that promissory note is issued, you have it. It's up to you to make everything else happen in terms of collection. So the time window is always on your shoulders, not anybody else's. Okay? So look in the mirror and say, how fast will I learn this material? How fast will I develop relationships with large businesses, banking institutions, and lawyers, attorneys that will assist me in making this endeavor go as quickly as possible? It's up to you. Now, if you want to wait for me to do it, well, I'm doing it for myself. I'm also teaching those that are willing students how to do it for themselves. If you want to be on that list of people learning, you have to contact me, and we'll work together to show you how you can participate in all these protocols and learn them. But it's your responsibility, not mine. It's not Eddie's, it's not Ben's, it's not Richie's, it's not Javier's, it's yours. These are your promissory notes. You've been paid in full. But having said that, $250,000 promissory note could be collected in a day. Well, you just got to get it to that point, don't you? So it takes a little time to get that negotiation. If it took you a whole year to get that done, I still think that's the best deal on planet Earth. Now, in the event a lawful beneficiary is not successful in having a financial institution undertake or complete collection of a Rahino LLC promissory note as indicated, the lawful beneficiary may contract with FIDUS if acceptable to FIDUS. Now, what does that mean? If you're a U.S. citizen, you are not acceptable to FIDUS. Due to the FATCA regulations that have been put forward by the United States government, we will not see any U.S. citizen ever be a party to FIDUS. They want no involvement with U.S. citizenry. But me as a Canadian, hey, I can. Anybody outside of the United States can. Or you also have the opportunity to work with a surrogate acceptable to FIDUS, which in turn could contract with FIDUS and lodge the promissory note in safekeeping through contracts with FIDUS. A safekeeping receipt issued by FIDUS may be used as the basis for legal arbitrage in a variety of commercial as well as financial transactions that may be presented by a lawful beneficiary to FIDUS. If the beneficiary is acceptable to FIDUS or to FIDUS by surrogates acceptable to FIDUS with whom a beneficiary may be contracted. FIDUS could in turn present the transactions to clients of FIDUS, and if accepted, the transactions could yield profits that could be used to redeem the Rahino LLC promissory note with the benefit to the lawful beneficiary. And again, this goes for all of our promissory notes. In the event the transactions presented by a lawful beneficiary require more financial backing than that allowed by the notes the beneficiary has arranged to be lodged with FIDUS. I'll give you an example. One of the earlier examples was Ben going to his local bank regarding one of his projects and offering to put $5 million on deposit. He needed $4 million. He wanted 80% loan to value, and he would provide documentary funds of $10 million. Well, if that didn't cut it, we could come back and provide more, $250 million, or we can make the bank facility an offer they can't refuse and offer them $1 billion. So there's no issue with being able to provide the funding that's necessary to get the job done. It's just having a willing participant within the financial institution who will work with us. And we discussed a little bit of that information last week. So, for example, if a promissory note lodged with Fetus has a face value of $250,000, if a lawful beneficiary presents buy-sell transactions involving any products with a total value of all transactions being $10 million, and if a profit margin of 2.5% is allocated to pay the note, upon completion of the transactions, the note could fully be redeemed. Now, this little window here, unfortunately, I had scheduled to work with Eddie to get the formula for this done. He had a car dilemma, and we couldn't do the appointment. So that will be hopefully scheduled for next week to show you how to do this through buy-sell transactions. Thus, Rahino LLC promissory notes offer immediate collection by transfer of ownership of Zcash accounts, and also offer collection through business transacted using more significant values of documentary funds in the form of certificates of deposit or safekeeping receipts. And the certificates of deposit or safekeeping receipts underlying value may be collateralized by USD funds held on deposit in major institutions by Fetus and or by values presented by other parties. In the event that a Rahino LLC promissory note is presented to a party within the USA as payment for an existing debt, as with all payments presented in the USA for debt, the Uniform Commercial Code, as embodied in the law in every state within the USA, is applicable. Zcash has a history of use at the value of $2 USD each since 1996, and the value and use of Zcash was presented in verbal sworn testimony before the judge in a several-year litigation with the United States District Court of the Southern District of Texas without dissent by any party to the litigation. That litigation was closed by a consent decree and final judgment in which neither party prevailed and no guilt was assigned, with the final judgment being filed on July 5th, 2011. More recent court decisions related to Bitcoin have established legal precedent related to virtual currency and its use within the USA as money, as also recognized by the IRS Notice 2014-21. Thus, applying the definition provided by IRS Notice 2014-21 and considering Zcash as virtual currency that may be used to make payments, considering the Uniform Commercial Code regulations related to tender of payment, considering that Zcash account ownership may be transferred to a lawful beneficiary upon request to Rahino by the lawful beneficiary, considering that both financial and commercial pathways, which would be backed by USD deposits value in financial institutions as collateral, are provided for the redemption of a Rahino LLC promissory note in any currency mode, including sovereign or legal tender currency, such as Federal Reserve notes or bank deposits valued therewith. Rahino's position is that the presentation of a Rahino LLC promissory note for any business transaction, including payment of existing debt, is lawful, valid, and may represent valuable consideration. However, when presenting a Rahino LLC promissory note as payment, it is important to select legal counsel and to have that counsel review the debt contract to assure that the terms and conditions of that contract, as well as the law, are being respected. In particular, to determine that presentation of payment in the form of Rahino LLC promissory note does not damage the party receiving the note in any way. Rahino LLC promissory notes are transferable, assignable, and divisible, and may also be used by parties accepting them as payment from Rahino for products to further negotiate purchases from other entities, which may in turn choose to collect the notes. In the event a party collecting a Rahino LLC promissory note incurs expenses or other damages in doing so, a request may be made and Rahino may arrange for compensating value to be provided with additional Rahino LLC promissory notes. In closing, until further notice, the signatories to this letter have authorized Rahino LLC administration to electronically affix and or present their signatures on all Rahino LLC promissory notes that the administration has issued or may issue on behalf of Rahino LLC. So both the Secretary Legal Counsel and the Treasurer of Raheno have signed this document. This is the actual document. Now, the other LLCs have just basically signed the agreement in closing until further notice. The signatories to this letter have authorized Bow Ideals and Lestrada LLC administration to electronically affix or print their signatures on the promissory notes. Okay, so wonderful overview, great document to be able to present to any and every person that is going to consider a promissory note through the Internet Catalog Club. All right, now where do we use this? Well, we use it everywhere that promissory notes would be requested, but one of the major things that you want to be looking at, again, we discussed way back on March 8th, and that's using a Raheno promissory note to make purchases. And so this is a powerful tool for you to be making a lot of money. Now, we don't have enough time to go through it in detail today, but we will be spending serious time on it next week, along with a formula that will allow you to use this. But I just wanted to bring it up, show it to you, and know that out of that $35,000 fee for the administration, you're going to receive $11,000. So one of these a month would be a substantial increase in your lifestyle. And so I urge you, I implore you to come and learn how to find businesses that would be very seriously interested in participating in this protocol. All right. Well, the next thing I want to share with you is to move forward and look at some of the changes that we've made. We've, as I said, I personally have sponsored several new members, and they're now starting to sponsor their members. And there was a disconnect. The challenge for a lot of the new people is that they don't have the opportunities that probably 90% of the people on this call have had. And that has been to be able to purchase Mortgage Busting Team memberships and to extrapolate those Mortgage Busting Team memberships into a sponsor place and acquire ICC sponsorship silver memberships. And so I needed to be able to create a system whereby new members could be rewarded for bringing people on board without having to come up with the $5,000 to get the sponsor place and the $1,000 each for the memberships. And so I've solved that by creating this modification that's now available on the 3 different websites. So we're going to go to the Ultimate College of Commerce. And if you have any brand new people, this is the best place to start. This is the place that I start new members with. And I send them an overview email for any of you that want that overview email to be sending out to your people. I can certainly send it to you if you're sponsoring new people. We have a nice series of links, the high cost of education. And what I was gearing this website to was people that are probably with large student loans, not working in the field of study that they paid all that money for. So that was the starting point, high cost of education. I always do my training with how we learn and retain information. The definition of success, what is it? Handling of objections, and getting started. If you'll do what successful, wealthy people do, you will become successful and wealthy too. Then we outline the problem. And so the problems are outlined in various documents that you've probably read in the past: Modern Money Mechanics, Banking, Finance, and Money, the Federal Reserve System, explaining how they create money out of thin air, information on Audit the Fed. And this one is very important: capitalism versus imperialism. I'm absolutely amazed at how many people frown and turn their nose down at capitalism. They think it's something dirty. Well, it's not. It's the imperialism. And so there's a great comparison of capitalism versus imperialism. And again, we're all about education. And why you feel poor. I mean, that's a good thing to know. There's the problems. All right, well, then we have the solution, and certainly the historical review by Professor Antal Fekete is a great way to start. The Hotel Story Corollary, and then 2 more Fekete documents. What is a dollar? So people can understand the difference between a dollar and a Federal Reserve note. What's really going on, and that's pretty important. The update from July 4th last year. What is a real bill? What is a bill of exchange? International bill of exchange, and a WAPN. So again, all educational material. Then we have our My Fuel Club Internet Catalog Club Consultant Membership Promotion. And so that's what we're going to spend some serious time on, but I just want to go down the balance of the toolbar. We have the information on IBOM, Bitcoin versus BVK, historical history of digital currencies, BVK versus Bitcoin, Zcash versus Bitcoin, employee gold, and educational links, definitions, and a silly thing that I did at the end. So let's take a look at the My Fuel Club Internet Catalog Club Consultant Membership Promotion. We'll be joining the concepts of Brightstar Work Center with My Fuel Club. I've still got some modifications to make, but I'm waiting to see how my appointment goes with the folks at Endless One Global. You can go take a look at that website. It's endlessoneglobal.com. Fabulous overview, really down-to-earth people. Our kind of people, not worried about titles, just worried about getting the job done. So this is open to you, each and every one of you, and there's all kinds of people that you are aware of out there hurting, have no money. There is no money required to participate in the membership promotion for this year. Absolutely none. And all they have to do is bring consultants to us. Advertising consultants is really what they are, but we want to leave it open so that they can be consultants of the Internet Catalog Club, consultants of My Fuel Club, but we're paying people to get people to learn and earn digital currencies, pure and simple. So your goal is to sponsor 3 new My Fuel Club ICC consultant members and teach them to do the same to create what's called a complete My Fuel Club Internet Catalog Club consultant cell group. It's really simple. You plus 3, teach them to get their 3. That's all you need to do. Now, watch the movie, pay it forward. I have the trailer here. They don't have the complete movie on the internet anymore. So go and rent it or buy it. Watch it with your family, friends, and business contacts. I'm really giving money away to all who are workers and who will build their MFC ICC consultant team. Pure and simple. I've created the special consultant membership promotion for all of those who want to earn money, team building. There's networkers out there that just love this kind of stuff. We have the only viable alternative to the finance debt money system. And we all need to get out into the public and make them aware of this commerce through capitalism solution. So our goal is to make people aware that all of this education is available and it's free. Come and learn, come and earn. MyFuelClub.net is the tracking site for this promotion. The link myfuelclub.info also works and sends you to My Fuel Club as well. So what happens? You get a free My Fuel Club gratis membership. And you also get a My Fuel Club ICC Silver membership. That is being sponsored by My Fuel Club. All right? You can have multiple ICC members, but this particular ICC membership is specifically designed not to sponsor people, but to receive your Zcash in and to allow you to get yourself set up and do business with the Internet Catalog Club, but not as a sponsor. So we'll track the value of membership, people that have come and joined, through the wonderful tracking system that My Fuel Club has in the back office. That way, we are in complete control of it, and I don't have to bother Richie at admin because he is swamped. So now we've got this back office that really will work well for us, tracking both BVK and Zcash. So you get a membership, and it's on credit. You can pay it when you can afford to. You can earn bonuses and rebates if you sponsor paying MFC and ICC members too. So anybody that joins as a paying My Fuel Club member, whether it's $150 or $5,500, you will receive Zcash, but you'll be able to exchange your Zcash immediately for the 20% value of the membership into USD. So you can earn USD immediately. The one segment that I have to put into play to be able to do that is the low-cost, high-profit products, and I'm working on that. Hopefully have that up for next week. And there is no upfront cost to become involved, and so I want this open to everybody. Everybody can get out there and tell people the good news and earn digital currency. Now, you can still get all these rewards listed below for building your MFC ICC Consultant Cell Group, and you can earn serious compensation available from promoting ICC Commerce Protocols in chip-corner.com and Employee Gold. So there's huge funding available. Those bonuses range between 20 and 25%. And again, somebody that has a MFC ICC number from My Fuel Club will be able to still sell and receive the benefit of the various protocols that are available. They won't be able to sponsor those people, but that's where you can come in as a sponsor. But they will still be able to be compensated for bringing that person on board and putting them through this protocol. So they'll still be blessed with funding. In fact, they'll be blessed more this way than they would by being the direct sponsor, because there's very little today that's going on in the Internet Catalog Club that provides that override. It's all direct to the work center. So it's 25% on LHP wholesale, and it's 20% on the admin fee, and that's it. So there's no overrides. So this gives you a chance to continue to receive, for your efforts in building a team, some serious wealth. Now, every business owner out there needs to be involved with My Fuel Club and the Internet Catalog Club, and that's our target for this special promotion. The above diagram is easy to complete. Here's what happens. Complete level 1, sponsor 3 My Fuel Club Internet Catalog Consultant members, and receive a total of 1,000 Zcash. Now, if you remember, last year this was 1,000 chips. I've doubled the earnings. 1 Zcash equals 2 USD. Complete level 1 by assisting them to have all IBOM accounts and receive 4,000 BVK. So that's 4,000 bucks when you want to exchange it. So combine the two together, that's 6,000 that you're going to be able to earn in digital currencies in exchange for whatever currency you want. Complete level 2 by assisting your level 1 MFC ICC consultant members sponsor their 3 My Fuel Club ICC consultant members each and receive 5,250 in Zcash for a grand total of 6,250 in Zcash. And when exchanged, that's $12,500. How long could that take you? Well, it shouldn't take you any time at all. It's free to sign these people up. And now you'll assist your level 1 MFC ICC consultant members to sponsor their 3 to fill their level 2, your level 2, and receive a total of 100,000 BVK. When exchanged, that's whopping $100,000. I don't know about you, but if that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. That's huge opportunity for brand new people to get digital currencies so that they can be outside a failing fiat system. And all I have to tell people is good news. We're giving money away. It's digital currency. You've seen all the information validating digital currencies as a means of exchange in the United States and in 88 countries on the planet. And there is a means of exchange to move digital currencies now to promissory notes and use those promissory notes in 4 or 5 different ways. So here's a little more detail. Step 1. If you are already a My Fuel Club Internet Catalog Club sponsor now, which probably, again, 90% of the people on this call are, you're ready to go. Now, you do have to go and sign up again for My Fuel Club, or maybe your first time, and you can sign up for free. I'm not looking for any money from you. But if you wanted to get yourself started and make some serious money, that would be a wise thing to do, is have a paid-for membership place. Having said that, it's not required. Just get in touch with me, get the link for My Fuel Club, get yourself signed up, and I'll coach you through it all. Then you can go sponsor 3 new My Fuel Club Internet Catalog Consultant members to fill your level 1 of your cell group. You'll receive 250 Zcash for each one that you've sponsored, a total of 750 Zcash at that point. And when it's verified that all 3 are on board, and again, it's all free, so they don't have to spend any money, then I'm going to give you another bonus of 250 Zcash, giving that total of 1,000 Zcash for finding 3 brand new people that will come on the educational journey. We're paying people to become educated. What a sweet deal. They'll learn more here about commerce through capitalism than any MBA graduate will learn. And they'll earn more money here in their first year than any graduate after 4 or 5 years of being in university. Now, if you're not a My Fuel Club ICC consultant member, please send an email to me directly, or obviously you people will want to have them contact you, and you're going to use your referral link and get them signed up. But this website is out there floating around. I've never really promoted it, and yet I'm getting people contacting me saying, I want to sign up. So obviously people are looking. And if people are looking and I've never promoted it, I'm not actively doing specific things to get it higher up on the search engine rankings. I do none of that. And yet we've got 4 people in this last month that have found this website and joined. Well, if they've joined, can you imagine how many more people are out there that if they could find it, how much better off they'd be? Pretty darn exciting. Step 2. For each new level 1 My Fuel Club ICC consultant member who sets up and funds their very own IBOM account, remember it's $450 USD bank deposit funds sent to IBOM. This is not a fee. It's your money on deposit earning 3 to 5% a month compounding. So again, still no fees to join. You just put your money on deposit. Then I'm going to give you another 1,000 BVK for each person. When all 3 have IBOM accounts set up, that'll be 4,000 BVK. All right? Now, your job is to teach them how to set up those accounts. That's what I'm paying you, the 1,000 BVK each time you do it, and a bonus when you've got all 3. Now, I don't know about you, but that's some pretty serious money. Step 3, coach and teach your level 1 My Fuel Club ICC consultant members to do the same. And you'll receive 500 Zcash for their level 2 My Fuel Club ICC consultant members when sponsored. That's 500 Zcash times 9. That's another 4,500 Zcash. As each of their 3 groups, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, H, I, are completed, you'll receive an additional 250 Zcash per group. Total 250 times 3, that's another 750 Zcash. Add this to the 4,500, that's another 5,250 in Zcash. You now have enough Zcash to upgrade your silver MSC ICC membership to a gold ICC membership to receive 50% in chips on every transaction you make within the ICC chipscorner.com or the ICC mall. That's huge. People are going to be buying all year from Walmart and all the other stores in the ICC shopping mall. Buy it through there, submit your invoices to me, and I'll make sure that you get your chips for doing it. But rather than just getting 25%, why not get 50? What did it cost you? Well, it's going to cost you $400. This is the first time that you're going to have to spend $400 USD for the admin fee required to upgrade your membership. But that's still chump change in the scheme of things, because an upgrade is 2,500 Zcash, 5,000 chips to get that gold membership. Worth doing. Worth doing. Every purchase you make, you get 50% of the value in chips, 1 chip equaling 1 USD. Fabulous opportunity. Step 4, coach and teach your level 1 My Fuel Club ICC consultant members to have their 3 obtain their IBOM accounts, and you'll receive 2,000 BVK times 9, that's another 18,000 BVK, plus once all 9 members have IBOM accounts, you will receive a special bonus of 78,000 BVK. That's a total for a completed cell group of 100,000 BVK. That's huge. Now, somebody who has been out of work or some family that needs an extra income, when you convert that, that's 112,500 USD when converted. Remember, 1 USD equals 1 BVK equals 1 chip, and 2 USD equals 1 Zcash. You can then convert your USD using ICC protocols that are available to each and every working MyFuel Club ICC consultant member. Again, I'll say it again. If this don't light your fire, your wood's wet. Come join us to make this world a better place and share commerce through capitalism using the ucofc.info website to assist you in achieving your goals. Also remember to instruct each new MyFuel Club ICC consultant member that they each have the same opportunity that you do. And it's all being tracked by the MyFuel Club back office. And with this new platform, their Zcash and BVK will be done automatically. Right now, Celia will be plugging it in and putting it in, but in the meantime, it's going to grow towards that end. Super exciting. Now, there's one last thing I want to share with you on MyFuel Club. And again, people are looking for ways with which to get digital currency. I've had several new members bring people to me and say, well, that's really great. You've got lots of digital currency, but I have none. How do I get some? Well, a great way to do this to make yourself some serious money in helping them is to look at the new MFC member promotion on the MyFuel Club website. Now, the MMSC ICC consultant member promotion is here, so let's take a quick peek at it. And we got a little different diagram, so you loaded that up for me today. And so it's the same information here. It's the same information on Financial Hope in this link. As you can see, different pictures again. And it's the same information in the Ultimate College of Commerce. All right, and this has the ABCDEFG. Couldn't seem to get this one loaded in either the other place, but it doesn't really matter. They can always come back here if you needed to have the diagram showing you the 1, 2, 3, and the alphabet. All right, now we'll come over here to MyFuel Club. I'm presenting to a gentleman right now who lives in a foreign country, and he wants to move from that foreign country to the United States, of which I'm trying to discourage him wholeheartedly. But he says, oh, it's the land of plenty, and it's a safer place than where I'm living now. And that could be the case, and I understand why he needs to move, but I certainly wouldn't be jumping from the frying pan into the fire. My personal opinion, of course, may not be yours. But here's what I've suggested to him. Now, think about this. I said, for a $12,000 capital outlay in your very first year or less, depending upon how hard you work, you would be able to receive $1 million. Would that help you be able to move? And he agreed. Now, it's an ongoing learning curve for him, and he's not English speaking, so he has to translate everything. So it's a bit of a challenge for him. But there are people out there that need to know this. This is pretty exciting. Any new MFC member who purchases a corporate platinum membership for $5,500 will receive 500,000 Zcash deposited into their ICC membership account. Now, again, if they don't have one, they're going to get one. It'll be an ICC-sponsored membership. If you're going to bring them to the table, then you'll give them one of your sponsor ICC numbers. I don't care. I'm not trying to take anybody away from you. I just don't want people to miss out on this. That's 1 million USD in bank deposit funds when exchanged. This is the biggest promotion ever to be provided in networking direct sales history. You show me any other company that's ever offered for a capital outlay of a business startup of just $5,500, $1 million, and they can learn to earn that and exchange it in as quick as they want to do it. Well, it costs more than $5,500, right? Yes, there's the $450 that's required to set up their IBOM account, which I definitely recommend that people do. Then there's the $5,000 that they're going to need to get the promissory note. So let's see, we've got 5,500 plus 450. So let's just call that 56, 55. Let me get my calculator. 5,500 plus 450. That's 5,950, $6,000 basically. And then there's wire transfer fees. So that's got the wire transfer fees covered at $6,000. And then there's $6,000 plus the $5,000 for the admin fee. And then there is the $1,000 for the membership. Now, it's negotiable. Could they do it for $11,000 if they're going to work? If they're not, then I'm going to take the membership fee. You can too. Now, additional things can happen here. My Fuel Club sponsoring member will receive 100,000 BVK or 100,000 in chips deposited to the respective accounts. Your choice. You can have the BVK or you can have the chips. The MFC sponsor leader who assists the sponsoring member will receive 50,000 BVK or 50,000 in chips deposited to their respective accounts. And those will be changed to Zcash. I missed that. Now, remember, this is not an investment. This is a business opportunity where the marketing of products and services is required to see financial results. Pretty powerful. So for $12,000, now if you want to really present this properly, you'll talk about 17,000. Why? Because that gives them the extra 5,000 to get the first promissory note for the $1 million from the 500,000 in Zcash to get the promissory note for the $1 million. Well, then they get that promissory note and they immediately bring it back through the club with the next $5,000 amount, and that gives them $2 million. So for $17,000 capital outlay, where can you start a business for $17,000 that gives you all this wealth? $2 million. Plus, you get all the regular bonuses that are available in the membership section for bonuses and rebates when you purchase the membership. If you do the sponsoring, now remember, that's all without having to sponsor anybody. If you'll do the sponsoring, you're going to pick up another 100,000 US and another 100,000 in Zcash. I'm sorry, 100,000 in BVK. Plus, you get your 5,500 back immediately in BVK once you've got your account set up. Huge, huge opportunity. So I would suggest you take some serious time and review this information. Get people started off as a consultant. Have them look for people that have $17,000 sitting in an account dying on the vine doing nothing, and they can turn that $17,000 into $2 million in less than whatever time it takes them. Remember, it's up to them. We can process all of this information in less than 2 weeks. They can have all of the promissory notes. They can have everything in place. They can have $2 million in promissory notes availed to them. They just got to collect on them. Well, that's never going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. It's already happening. We had 3 banks accept them last week. So if somebody's got $2 million that they have to pay off in debt, and they can do it for $17,000 to pay $2 million of debt off, I think that's pretty hot potatoes, don't you think? Well, I got $4 million worth of debt. Then do it twice. Spend $34,000 and do it twice. Now remember, there's some serious money in this for you, because you're going to get your 20% of the 5,500. That's $1,100, and then off the 5,000, you're going to get 1,000 times 2. So you're going to get $3,100 for presenting a $17,000 business opportunity that will create $2 million plus in USD and give them 100,550. What is it? 100,000. I can never. These figures are so big. Plus 5,500. Plus 450. They're going to have 105,950 BVK, earning them 5% a month compound. Go get a compound calculator, and that'll give them almost 200,000 in BVK their first year with the interest. pretty darn exciting, to say the least. All right, well, take your time, but hurry up. Come back and build your organization, pick up 100 grand on every group that you build. Remember, you're not restricted to just 3 people. You can build as many cell groups as you want. And that's a great way to get people on the educational journey, and it costs them nothing. And yet you get paid to pick up the phone and call them. You get paid to speak to them, you get paid to create a flyer and hand build them. We've got to get people into the educational journey, folks. We have to make this world a better place. It's looking pretty darn ugly out there, and we have the solution. And we need to make people aware that the solution is available. And they don't have to spend any money to figure it out. They can come and learn for free. So great success in all that you're about to embark on. I look forward to working with each and every one of you to make this a reality for you. It's already a reality for me. Great success, and God bless. Bye for now.